Hey friends, just wanted to come on here and talk about something I'm noticing about sales energetics and when the marketing's feeling right, when I'm getting the engagement I want, when I'm getting the money I want, the sales recognition. And again, it has so much more to do with who I'm surrounded by than what I ever realized. And one of the big components of that is when you're trying to do something hard and unusual and unique, like run a business that's kind of unconventional. It's creative. It's healing. It's not what you learn in business school about how to be successful and have the life you want. Is that it's so important to be able to, when you get into those inevitable moments of self-doubt or moments of you're just in a funk, to be able to turn your head and look for the possibilities. And I'm realizing that when I'm at my best, I'm a very secret third options sort of person. I'm not an option one or two, I'm the secret third option that no one realized was an option, but actually is, and gets me what I want. And I really love this quality about myself when I'm at my best and the people I'm surrounded by that encourage me to be my best, because it prevents you from getting stuck. And I'm thinking about that just for a personal life example. Like, I struggle with depression often. And this last week or so was, I'd wake up with depression and it was really hard to get out of the funk. And then I'm thinking about how this switch flipped the last few days when all I had to do was I was like looking at the problem, consumed by the problem. And all I had to do was like change where I was looking a little bit, just a little bit, to see all the other stuff, all the other brilliant things that are there, all the other options, all the other possibilities, all the other avenues and ways things could work out great, better than I ever imagined when I was thinking about option one that was causing me problems. All I had to do was shift my focus a little bit. And I'm not saying that's easy. It's not, especially if you're someone who has habitually had like a kind of glass half empty view of the world, or also like me struggles with self-doubt, anxiety, and depression. It can be really hard not to get stuck in the spiral of the gloom and doom and what could go wrong and how it could not work out. It can be really, really hard to shift out of that. And I'm not saying like come do business coaching, it'll be solved. Like, please get all the support you need. I hope you think everybody should be in therapy, but moving on, it's so amazing to have people you can talk to or resources you can listen to that help change your focus a little bit. So instead of staring at the problem, the thing that's not working, the disappointment, etc., you get that slight orientation about, but what about that? What about this? What if it could be better than I'd hoped for with the option one that isn't working out? What if I could feel differently? What if I tried this and it's fun and I could focus and I'm feeling great and it's building my energy back up and my confidence? Like, having that thing that snaps you out of it, snaps you out of the anxiety spiral, is such a valuable asset. It is such a valuable asset to have. And that is honestly my intention for this squad, so that if you get stuck in those, my launch flopped, or I had no one show up to my webinar, or what if my business fails, or I'm scared about money, and you're just stuck staring at the problem, there is always something to help you shift your focus, whether it is me in our private Facebook community, like literally talking you through it, making videos, sending you voice notes, or if you are in VIP, we can have a one-on-one thread. Whether it is your fellow squad members who are also excellently eccentric entrepreneurs who are doing the impossible in real time, so they feel your struggle. And then also when they win, you see how wildly possible and likely it is for you to win too. Or whether it is like the tons of resources available to you as a squad member. So your private YouTube masterclass feed, so whatever you're struggling with, there's probably a resource for it. And then I also have a huge body of existing work that with my free podcast, the Irresistible Marketing Pod, my blog, my newsletter, etc. I don't want any of the people I want to see win, get stuck in this. I can only see the problem, because I promise you, there is a way to change where you're looking just a little bit, where there is an option you haven't thought of. There are possibilities that are better than you ever imagined for yourself. There are ways of doing things that are not punishing, that do not suck, and all you have to do is change your focus a little bit, and get some guidance and support in which direction to look. So that is the squad. That is where you are going to find so much marketing strategic, tactical help. So whether how to do it yourself or having my expert marketing director eyes on your actual business, on your actual assets, on your actual data, and how to use it. And then also emotional. So I am the marketing confidence cheerleader, and I know that marketing tends to bring up a lot of emotions around visibility, around our self-confidence, our feelings of worth and value in our work. And that can be a struggle. And I am here to support you through whatever marketing dragon is standing in the way of you getting what you want with your business. I'm here not to vanquish your dragons, but help tame them and help them work for you. Because the interesting thing is those triggers that get you stuck in business anxiety spirals, there's often some really interesting insight in there. And like when you figure that out, when you can look at it for yourself and integrate it and then communicate it to other people, that's often your most potent, valuable, effective marketing ever. So, yeah. The other thing I want to say is we have so much harmful society programming about how work has to be hard. Money doesn't grow on trees. Like, you have to settle. You have to accept that you don't get to love what you do every day. That you just have to accept some level of grind. You have to just accept some level of being unhappy with how you spend your precious time, your one wild and precious life, that you don't get to have what you want. We are flooded with these messages, and they suck, and it's really hard to deprogram them when the people around us or the people we're looking to for emotional support just reinforce them over and over again. And whenever you're having a confidence spiral in your business and you try to confide in someone, they're like, well, maybe you should get another job or a part-time job, or it's not the end of the world. That's always their first solution. That is hard. That is hard to stay the course and keep your belief in yourself when you don't have people in it that are going to hype you up, that are going to help you figure out how to make your business work, your launch work, your offer work. And in the times when it doesn't, to use the lessons we learned about what didn't work so that the next thing we launch works out great. And inevitably you're going to have some disappointing things in business and in marketing, but it's what you do with it. And I totally I recommend taking the time to recover and integrate and taking care of yourself, as long as you don't stay there, as long as we can let you process and feel your emotions about it, but then take the lessons and move to the next thing. So that these inevitable wobbles and failures and things not working out exactly how you want don't shut you down. Don't shut your business down. They just help you learn and do better business. So if you want a resource like that, come join the squad. I gotta go get my dog.